got something else here. This was from Vinted and delivered by Every. Okay, let's open this thing. Now this item is quite rare, quite hard to find, and that's it's another Ben 10 item, which yeah, ooh, look at that there. Ooh, that's good. It has a bit of a smell. It's not like that unpleasant, but yeah, some sort of smell. I don't know. It smells like, I can't tell if that's cheap perfume or like orange juice or something. But oh, what the? Ooh, ooh. That's not the thing making the smell, but this has no best. These have no best before date on, so I'm not gonna eat them because that does, the bubble wrap itself, but that bubble wrap does have a bloody smell. Ooh. Hey, there we go. Nice little bag there. There we go. So this is the Omnitrix or Ultimatrix, whatever you want to call it, chest bag. So, does this have batteries in it? Ooh, it does. It sounds like they're dying though. But basically what you would do is, you put this around your neck. I'm not going to do this right now because I can see that strap. It's a bit dirty. It's got a bit of dirt on it. So I'm going to clean that strap. But you'd have it around your chest. And then you clip this in. There we go. Ooh, maybe not. Just kind of hold there like that. Yeah. It kind of holds it in there like that. And you basically tap it once to get a normal transformation, and then push it all the way, and these little spikes here come out, and you have the ultimate transformation. And there we go. You just tap these and it goes back in. Let's see though if it does work. Oh, so it's not just tapping it, it just does it. Guys, there's a slight little scuff just there. I'm trying to figure out, it's a little bit finicky. Let's try that again. How does this work? Unfortunately, I don't have the instructions for this, so I'm just kind of guessing how it works.
Ultimate Big Chill.
Okay, that one didn't do anything. So that one doesn't do anything. Can you see anything else? He seems to be stuck at Ultimate Humongosaur. Okay. Let's put it in try me mode, see what it does in try me mode. He's just kind of stuck on Ultimate Humongosaur. Okay, so I guess you notice there's an arrow at the top there. So let's get the arrow all the way up to the top. There we go. So it won't let me do it that way. It won't let me turn it anti-clockwise. He's really stuck at that. I don't know what is wrong, but he's just really stuck at that. I'm going to see if I can find a video with some instructions on this. So it turns out I was operating this thing correctly. The problem is this thing's a bit knackered, unfortunately. It seems to be stuck in its ultimate mode no matter what. Perhaps it's had a bit of a bash about when it's, you know, shut about. I'm going to shake it a bit because it stopped working for a second, and then I basically shook it a bit, and then it's worked again. So yeah, I'm gonna get all the way. So this lines up with number 1, which is Swamp Fire, but let's see if it works. See, look at that, it keeps clicking even though I'm pressing the wrong thing. You can see it's really wobbling here. How it's gotten to Ultimate Humongosaur, I don't know. But what I can do is maybe take it apart. We'll see. There are 3 screws on the back, so which I'm going to take all 3 of them apart. This may be a very bad idea, but we'll have a look. I could also change, it could be the batteries, but I doubt it because they seem fine. They seem fine, but that'll be the last thing I try. But, like, these mechanisms are getting on a bit. I mean, this thing is at least a decade old. It's at least, it was released in like 2011 or 2012, I can't remember which. Is there a copyright date on here? Not sure, I don't see any. 2011 it says on the copyright there, so I imagine this was released in 2011. So if you can just have a look in there. If I can shine a bit of light into there. But yeah, it's a simple spring mechanism. This bit can lift off now, actually. Woohoo! That bit can lift off. We can have a look in there. There's not much. A couple of micro switches. But what I'll do, since that's lined up, I'm going to take that off. That can only go on the wrong way. And I'm going to turn it on now and see what happens. Look, it's still making noises even though nothing's being touched. Look at that, I'm not even talking, like, basically something is up with the wiring here. Look at that, it's just doing it. I thought it was the mechanism, but no, it's something to do with the wiring here. That's. I thought it would be like maybe a faulty wire, but no. But basically, this thing will activate these little push switches on there. And look, it's doing it without me even touching it. Like, the air is enough. Look at that. It was doing it before, like, there you go. It thinks it's moving, but it's not. Okay, there's not much I can do here, so I might as well put it back together. That is weird, this thing. This thing is really fucking weird. Like, you know, I don't know what to do. Like, if it was some sort of loose wire or the mechanism wasn't connecting properly, then, you know, I could probably do something about that. I'm going to turn that off while I'm doing this. But unfortunately, that isn't the case here. These three screws not the same length. I swear they would be. But yeah, this is a... Because this thing is hard to find. This thing is hard to find. Well, it should have 14 voice phrases in there, I think it says. Though, 7 different aliens. That is just not going in there. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. The screws were not lined in properly there. So let's get that one in. That one's in. Oh. The only thing I'll do try after this is maybe the batteries aren't working, but I doubt it. It just sounds like this thing, you know, was not the greatestly made thing. Surprise, surprise. And it's just a bit it's just very, very flaky. Well, we'll have a go. We'll have a look. Gotta get that all the way in. They're really long screws. There we go. And it's not working again. There we go. It didn't register. It doesn't register all the turns. Alright. Alright. It did that before where it got stuck at Humongousaur, then I took the batteries out and then it suddenly remembered itself. So let's just take the batteries out. It's just 3 button cells. And again, they look fine. Battery compartment looks fine. No real corrosion on there. I think they had corroded maybe at one point because there is some signs of corrosion in there. Let's get the light on there. That was clever. Like, there looks like there was some subtle signs of a little bit corrosion on there, but, you know, what I'm going to do is take the batteries out of this. Like I did before. Because at least with this thing, I know that the batteries all work. So I'll take those three out. And we'll pop them in here. Shut up for a second. Right. The only thing I can think of, maybe this isn't going all the way out, but it should be. Look at that, I just did it twice. Just make sure it's set with the arrow to the top. So it all should be set. I'm not going to touch anything. Look at that, it's not even doing anything. Alright. Something is going wrong with this thing. Something is. So it's not the batteries. I honestly don't know. I'm going to go have another play around with this and see if I can get it working. If I can't, then you'll know. But yeah, I paid, I think £36 for this, including the delivery. So, yeah, but we'll see. Okay, quickly, Wellix. Oh, go on. Don't you dare stop working now. No! You will... What is the matter with you? You were working. You were working. You worked. I took you apart and twiddled on with everything and you worked. Okay, I'm going to hold this together as solidly as I can. You see, it's just malfunctioning. Alright. We're stuck to this again. It said you said Swamp Fire, and it wasn't Ultimate. It was just regular. I'll hold it down this way because that's why I get. And now you're not working at all again. Great. You see how this thing just doesn't want to work? Oh my god. I don't know whether I should put something against the batteries to push them in even more. Let's try just... Look at that. I'm just going to hold the batteries in because like this, because it's the only way to actually reset it when it goes funny is to basically there we go, hold the batteries in. Oh God, man! Why will you not work? You worked once for me. Once. Off camera. We're just farting on with this and the bloody battery's gone down the journey. Great. Oh, God. So I figured out why it stopped working, because it did just stop working. And I took it apart again. And I realised what it was, and that this wire's come off. Which goes to this little contact here for the battery compartment, because if I hold it there, which I can't at the minute because I need tweezers to literally hold it in place, it's right down there. It is fixable, but it turned back on, and yeah, let's see if I can hold it back in place actually for a second. Nope, don't know if you heard that. Problem is, it's that small I can't actually see the copper bit, and I need to really strip it with some wire strippers. I'm going to snip a bit of that off because that was just corrosion. But yeah, that wire is just not getting it from there. I might as well turn that off. But yeah, this thing, I've messaged the seller saying it was stuck on Q-Saw now, and then it wasn't seeing anything. So yeah, I'll have to get the soldering gear out and properly strip that wire. I'm hoping I don't need to extend it, but yeah, we'll leave this as a maybe for now. But there we go, people, there we go. Alright, it's the next day, and after literal hours of tinkering... Ooh, it's got tracking mode on for some reason. There we go. So after hours of tinkering, here's the moment of truth. Does it work? Okay. Oh yes. Oh no. It seems to get stuck in ultimate mode. It was working there for a second. Why? There must be something in its ultimate mode. I had it working for a second. At least it's, you know, back to how it was before, but God. The pain in the arse I had to get, because when I was tinkering with it, basically the battery, the negative on the battery terminal came off, so I had to solder that on, but as I soldered that on, it pulled off the positive terminal, so I soldered that back on, which then pulled off the negative one again, and this went on and on, to the point where I realised, oh wait, I should unscrew the switch to give me more room and take the full thing apart, which I did. Ooh, now it's frozen. Let's try me mode. It's stuck at that again. Yeah. I swear these switches just must be knackered. Yeah. I mean, at least I'm back to where I was at before. At least it's not completely knackered. Okay, I'll take the top off one more time. I'll take it off one more time. I'm not taking the rest of it apart because I don't want to have to be bloody resoldering battery terminals and that again. I messaged the seller about it not working properly and it just getting stuck on the wrong freeze, and the seller said, oh well, it was working fine when I had it. I was just like, well, maybe what I think's probably happened is it's probably had, as I said, it's probably had a drop in the post somewhere, and I think what it thinks is one of the leaf switches is just getting stuck or something, I don't know. But we'll have a look, we'll take these screws off. But it was working for that 1 second. And as soon as I put it into ultimate mode, you know, something about it jammed. If we take that top bit off. We'll turn it off. We'll make sure this is actually set correctly. We'll put the full thing back together. It's just stuck at that. And I don't know what's causing it. I really don't. I'll see what the seller says. I'll see what they say. So, yeah. Okay. I think I might have worked out what's wrong with this, but... Let's goop. Let's try it. Oop. Yeah, the spring's a little bit knackered in this, but I worked out what the problem was with it. It's this switch. What's the problem with this switch? Basically, it's a dodgy switch that basically puts the thing, I think, into a try me mode. Because I think in try me mode, you can only get ultimate humongousaur in try me mode. So I think what the problem is that that button is just, that switch, even though it was switched on, if I push it a slightly bit more towards off, then it works. It's this one. I think what's happening is the spring's a little bit knackered in this thing. Yeah. Well, it's better than it was before. Okay. Because we're in try me mode now. I've switched it to try me mode, and See? So yeah, basically it was a faulty switch the whole time that was making it do all that. Well, I might, if I can source one, try and find a replacement spring, I think, or cut it down slightly. I think the spring's a little bit too powerful for it. But yeah, there we go. Oh, we're back to bad news again. It's stuck in try me mode. I think what I'm going to have to do at some point is replace the switch. Yeah, I don't know what it is that's just making it do that. Yeah, let's get that properly. But yeah, bloody great. Okay, so I've used white vinegar in this switch here, and after leaving it in there for a while, it is working again. What I'm going to do is just leave it in the on position, and when I'm done with it, just take the batteries out. Excuse me, because yeah, I did try looking for a replacement switch, but I couldn't find one that was a 3-way switch that was that small. I could find 2-way switches, but yeah. Plus the switch is also soldered to a circuit board, which makes it more difficult. So yeah, I'm happy as it is that, you know, it is working and that. Alright, it's the 23rd of September. I've got a sore arm because I was sitting in the car like this with my phone, with my arm bent, and now it's bloody aching. Anyway, yeah, a couple of days ago, they were handing these bags out at Smith's because there was, I think, some Pokemon thing. I don't know Pokemon. Sorry. But in there was, we've got a catalogue, which normally I would just chuck these away and that, but with now, you know, recently I went back and tried to, you know, look at Argos catalogues and stuff like that, so I'll keep that for maybe looking back at one day. But we've got a few things in here. So I don't know Pokemon at all, but this looks like a little, well, it's not Lego, but Lego type thing that you build. Some Pokemon cards in there. For some reason, Nerf bullets. Yeah. And these are proper Nerf bullets as well. But, bit random. I just noticed though, I think it's because they can't sell these. Oh no, they could. I was about to say there's no barcode, but there is on the side. So I don't know why. And then, this will be something the employees probably have. A Smith's sort of beanie type woolly hat almost type thing. My sister got one as well. Hers was had the exact same things in as mine. But yeah, I guess something that we're giving away for free in Smith's that day. But anyway,